Ooh. Hmm. Hello everyone, and welcome back to this bed we made. I'm just continuing on from today's stream. If you didn't see it, well, you can check the vlog. Eventually, so let's get to it. I forgot what we were doing. Theories. Thank God I have these. While remembering remembering details. While we were talking on the phone, Beth remembered seeing Miss Cruz leave the hotel alone this morning. At the time Mr. Morgan made that mess in the lobby. Was she following him? And where's Mr. Cruz? There's a bank statement tucked away. Oh, didn't read the top. Emptying the coffers. There's a bank statement tucked away in Mrs. Cruz's jewelry box. From the looks of it, she withdrew every last cent of her name, and there were a lot of cents to add up to around $5,000. Why make such a big withdrawal? It's odd enough that the statement is in her name, too. With married couples, I've only ever seen bank accounts in the husband's name. Maybe things are just different in Texas. Treasure among trash. Yes, it took some digging, but I've got all the parts of secret message now. I'm glad I didn't throw any out in the trash. Now it's a matter of finding out what it says exactly. These symbols are strange. It seems familiar. The secret message decoded. I did it. I cracked the code. I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. Not too bad for one hotel mate, if I say so myself. As for what it all means, well, I might need some extra help. Theories. I called up Beth and threw out the idea that Mrs. Cruz was being blackmailed. I hope I'm wrong, but there are too many signs to ignore. I'm going to see if I can figure out which event they were talking about. Maybe I'll be lucky enough to find one of those notes and see how much water my theory holds. Okay, forgot what I was supposed to do.
I will leave notes in the vent next to your room. But which vent?
What? Which? Yeah, actually, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I think I kind of messed up the vent thing or whatever. Open this.
The message said next to your room. So it has to be a vent in the corridor.
I didn't see any vents in the corridor, though. Oh, here we go.
No messages. Let's try another vent.
Oh.
I can't see anything in there.
Maybe next to this room? It's a... Give him 507.
Do not disturb. Well, that's one less room to clean today.
Dude,
I won't complain. Another day, another dirty dish to pick up.
I don't see any vents. Okay.
Can't open these without a screwdriver.
Oh, true. Rude. I guess I was hoping that whoever is leaving these notes had left the vent grid open, but no such luck. I need to find a screwdriver to get it open, which shouldn't be too difficult. A task, I think. The janitor's closet is right nearby.
I might be able to find a screwdriver in the janitor's closet.
More paper. But what was that? Hold on.
Eugene's a
What's this?
pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage.
I'm a bit too curious. Let's just move on. Hell yeah.
Highest priority, huh? That means Eugene's probably working in Bernard's office right now.
Eugene, Bernard tells me there's a cold draft coming from this window. It's turning this office into a freezer. Fixing this should be your highest priority today. Okay. Draft coming in from this window. Highest priority. Why was this torn out?
It sounds like Eugene asked Bernard to stop opposing the construction of the new psychiatric hospital. And Bernard was Bernard.
Dear Eugene, I was unaware of your daughter's condition. I can only imagine how difficult this must be for you and your wife. But do not worry. You only have to look at my brother to see how rotten apples grow even in the best of families. As for your request, I am afraid I am unable to grant it. Mr. Weston is both a good friend of mine and a benefactor of the Clarington, so it would be inappropriate for me to oppose him. Also, considering his great influence in the city, I have no doubt he will manage to prevent the hospital's construction no matter what. Thank you for your understanding, Bernard Ledoux. Dickhead. Oh, so that must have been why it was torn up. Like, he's like, fuck you, I don't want to do this. Shop owners against a new mental hospital. A group of downtown Montreal businessmen and shop owners met with Mayor Sarto Fournier last week to air their grievances concerning the city's recent decision to allow construction of a new mental hospital on the Dorchester Boulevard. William Weston, manager of the Weston's department store, says he and his group will fight tooth and nail to prevent the hospital's construction. Will our customers feel safe to come downtown for their shopping needs knowing there are lunatics next door? He said. The hospital will be the first of its kind in Montreal, as patients will be free to come and go as they please. Dr. David Blunt, the young psychiatrist behind the initiative, believes that allowing patients to maintain a connection to the outside world will facilitate their full return to society once the treatment is over. I see, so he circled William Weston's name right here.
Oh, Eugene. I had no idea.
Dear Eugene, a friend of mine has heard from her hairdresser, who's heard from her sister-in-law, who works as a secretary to the mayor, that the city plans on building a new mental hospital next to the Clarington. Imagine, Denise could get the care she needs while staying close to home. It's almost too good to be true. I don't dare get my hopes up, but still, keep my ear to the ground and keep you posted as soon as I have more news.
Huh, this must be Eugene with his daughter. He looks like a caring father.
Very nice. Handsome lad. Okay, where's the screwdriver?
Shoot, no screwdriver. What's life without a little challenge?
Wheel. Okay. What is this? I don't need this right now.
Eugene's a pro at fixing the fuse box whenever there's a power outage.
That is a fuse box thing, isn't it?
Eugene must be down in Bernard's office. I should go ask him for a screwdriver.
Forgot they were sharing it in there. Excuse me. Lord have mercy. Monsieur Bernard. Don't show you, Linda.
It's, Miss Bellevitte, isn't it?
What? Oh, Roy.
Ah, right. You're the one who took last week off, aren't you? You had to, take care of your sister, I think?
Mother. My mother. She's very sick.
No, I hope this doesn't become a recurring thing. I need to know I can count on you.
I understand, sir.
What, to
are
my
you
mom?
doing here, anyway? Are you on break?
No. I'm just getting a screwdriver.
A screwdriver? What for?
Loose vent.
Well, that sounds like a job for Eugene, doesn't it?
Yes. You're right.
Then leave the repairs to him.
Okay. I will.
I don't like Bernard.
Well, don't you look mischievous. Hey, Bean. If you're planning to give Bernard a good scare, sign me up.
No, I'm looking for a screwdriver. For the vent. Linda asked Eugene to fix Bernard's window.
Oh, I see.
Eugene?
What the hell? You'd better go and take a look. I'll stand guard by the elevator, and make some noise if I see Bernard coming.
Okay, thanks. I'll be quick.
I wonder what this playthrough would be like if Andrew was our partner.
I have to find a screwdriver, but how often do I get to snoop around Bernard's office like this?
True. Okay, there's a screwdriver, but let's have a look at literally everything else. Sorry about that. Oh. What's this? Check on room 602. Ask Eugene to fix radiator. Call Weston's office. Apologize to Mr. and Mrs. Drake for Valentine's Ball mishap. The contractor about cost overruns. Call Weston's office again. Decide winner for Employee of the Month award. Okay, step in that puddle.
Ew. Is this Linda's?
It is. Okay, so let's have a look at this.
This does not look like a nice brotherly check-in. I had no idea things were this bad between Bernard and Raymond.
Kind of wish they'd let you she'd commentate after you put something down. Dear brother, I thank you for your invaluable input, but need I remind you the terms of our agreement? I did my part. I got you out of jail and I'm assured that news of your deviant ways would not leak. Now, I expect you to keep your side of the bargain and stay out of my way. You are not in charge of the hotel anymore. I have worked relentlessly the last 2 years to return the Clarendon to its former glory, a great challenge considering the poor state you left it in. I'm glad father never got to see how you so shamelessly destroyed his great legacy. As for me, I'll be dead too before I listen to a single word of advice from you. You ask I lower your prices, but I can tell you I plan on doing just the opposite. My guests will only be the cream de la crop. Your deviant friends can find themselves another place for their sinful debaucheries. Enjoy your retirement. Oof.
Oh, Bernard. So close to doing something altruistic, but here you are holding it over your brother.
Of course you would. Good man. Wait.
What Bernard considers sinful debaucheries could fill an encyclopedia. Could be anything from wild parties to guests walking around with their ankles exposed.
It's probably just gay. I guess it's a big theme with this, like just hitting on other people. Mr. Leduc, my employer has made the following request. To avoid unwanted attention, his identity should remain secret to both guests and staff. The temperature in room 602 should be kept at exactly 22 degrees Celsius. His dog should be fed the very best roast beef. His room should be cleaned every day at 11:30 a.m. on the dot, and should be banned from his room service orders. No one should disturb him between 8 and 5 p.m. All requests shall follow once my employer takes possession of his room. Let's go ahead and get this.
Opposing something that could help so many people just because it's close to your hotel? This is ridiculous. So, I take it the open window was not an accident. Can't say I blame you, Eugene.
Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. Is that what it says? It's like prick. Anything else? It's just bled through. I like that detail. It was actually just like bled through so you see the back. Okay. Dear Mr. Weston, I would like to thank you again for agreeing to this partnership with the McClarrington Hotel and Department Store. Thanks to your generous help, renovations are well underway and the hotel has never looked better. You should come visit soon. When your busy schedule allows it, of course. On another note, it's come to my attention that you have formed a group of local businessmen to oppose the construction of the new hospital. After working so hard to elevate the Clarington standards, I cannot allow a band of cuckoos to move in my backyard. Should you accept it, it would be an honor and a privilege to join your fight. Really yours sincerely, Bernard Ledoux. Handwritten by Eugene. Enjoy the cold. Good daughter.
Aha! Let's get you to that vent.
Surely your break is over by now.
No, it's not.
I came by here not too long ago, and Andrew was already covering for you.
That's because I was in the ladies' room.
That's no excuse to...
It's my time of the month.
uh,
You're married, aren't you? So you know how it is. I have to go more often, and sometimes I stain the furniture, and don't get me started on all the...
That's enough detail.
Yeah, a simple man like him would absolutely
Sullivan.
take that.
What were you doing in my office?
I was looking for a screwdriver to fix the loose vent I told you about.
Didn't I tell you to leave it to Eugene?
Yes, you did.
Then what are you doing here? Are you suffering from short-term memory loss, or are you just so dense that you didn't understand me the first time?
Well, it's just that...
It's my fault. The client kept complaining, and I couldn't get a hold of Eugene, so I asked her to fix the vent.
Well, that wasn't your decision to make, was it? And we call them guests, Miss Lambert. Guests.
Yeah, well, there are so
go,
many
dude.
rules here, I lose track.
Come with me.
Sorry.
Oh, I wish I'd lied. Festival talking to Bernard. Wait, what is that? What does that trophy say? What's the trophy? Dude.
Nothing. It's nothing.
Sure doesn't look like nothing. Who sent you that? Well, didn't you have some speech for me or something?
Right. Yes. Yes, I did. I'm really disappointed in you, Miss Lambert. When you first started working here, I never would have thought that you had so little decency.
Decency's overrated. Personally, I think it gives the lobby a bit of character. Clients love the fact that I embody the désinvolte French woman stereotype.
Guests. We call them guests. How many times do I have to repeat it? And Mr. Ramsay sure didn't seem to appreciate your, how do you call it? Désinvolte French woman attitude? Telling him his only recourse is to pray for the snowstorm to end. That's not how you talk to guests.
No, that's how you talk to morons.
You tell him, Beth.
You're lucky, Miss Lambert. Lucky you have a face that makes people tolerate your abrasive personality. If you weren't so pretty, you'd have been out of a job a long time ago.
Creepy
But
comment.
you're just not testing me. Especially not today.
Well, if you give me a raise, I might consider being more agreeable when it comes to yes.
You really think this is the right time to ask for a raise?
Hell yeah,
Even
Beth.
if you were a model employee, which clearly you're not, it'd be foolish of me to give raises right now. But with the renovation cost overruns and Mr. Weston not returning... Yeah, I think you may just be his type.
What the
No.
hell are you going on about?
You know who Mr. Weston is, don't you? It has just occurred to me that he's particularly fond of French women.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Look, I'll add $2 to your next paycheck if you do it. And I'm not asking much. Next time he comes to visit, just try to be nice to him. I mean, nicer than usual.
$2? That's adorable. Make it 5 and I'll smile.
Beth, yeah.
$3 and you make conversation with him for 10 minutes.
$4 for 5 minutes conversation. Paid up front.
Deal.
Always a pleasure doing business with you, Bernie.
She gonna come out? Oh,
I
okay.
want you to memorize it.
You have a folder on him? Creep.
What did you say?
Nothing. Just give me the file.
Okay. Good for you, Beth.
Time to see what secrets that vent is holding.
Oh, whoa, Jesus. We got like fucking longest elevator ride ever. On my way down to look for a screwdriver in Bernard's office, I ran into the big boss himself in the elevator. When he asked what I was doing, I told him the truth. Part of it anyway. And I needed a screwdriver. He gave me some flack for undertaking a task that should be Eugene's. But other than that, I don't think he suspected anything. Thank goodness he and I went in separate directions when we got to the ground floor. Now to see if I can find that screwdriver. The lair of the beast. Beth offered to keep a lookout while I poke around Bernard's office looking for the screwdriver. I think the rare opportunity to do a bit of snooping on my boss. Fascinating things could Bernard keep behind closed doors. I have to be careful still, especially with Beth on the other side of the door. I don't want to jeopardize her either. Cold, cold heart. Enjoy the cold, you cold-hearted prick. Something tells me the open window was not an accident. I think Eugene left it open on purpose as a way to get back at Bernard for being, well... Got what I came for. Looks like my hunch was correct. Eugene was here to fix the window, and lucky for me, he left the screwdriver behind. I get the feeling he won't be needing it anytime soon. Getting the vent open should be easy now. That was close. I should have known it wouldn't be as simple as walking out unnoticed. Bernard was waiting on the other side of the door once I finished up in his office. I'm really glad my job also keeps me from interacting with him too often. I don't know how many more times I can handle hearing him call me Miss Bellavet. I only managed to get away thanks to Beth. I really ought to thank her later. I hope whatever Bernard has in store for her isn't too bad. I hope what I find on the 5th floor makes her sacrifice worth it. Yeah, let's boogie. My fingers are fucking alien, dude. Let's boogie.
All right, let's open the vent. I guess I'm free to disturb room 508 now. But that's where Bernard and Linda were. Ew.
Let's go look at the cum on the floor. Holy Thibel, more like it. Let's just throw this away. I'm tired of seeing this fucking thing. I'm being honest. Still no light in the bathroom. Shit, it gets fucking goofy. And between the semen, not the draws, the semen, not the draws, the scum in the draws. Okay. Ugh. Look clean to me. Right, absolutely, please. Tissues? There's really nothing here. That's not. Did she check these off? Hmm. Okay. That's a sure nice way to unscrew things. Hold and grab the grip and move it. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's boogie. Excuse me. Meat. Meat. Tonight. In my room. Oh wait, did I jump the gun there? Oh no, I didn't. Okay, cool. Looked like an F for a second right there. Let's see. There's A. It's clearly L. E is W. E. S. This is P. T. U.
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Oh, that was weird.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
It's me.
Oh, hello, Bean. Anything new to
Thanks for
report?
calling me Bean, I like it.
Yeah, but I also wanted to thank you for saving my skin earlier.
Oh, you're welcome.
I hope I didn't get you into too much trouble.
Well, I did get a little sermon from Bernard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, don't fuss about it. He mainly complained about my lack of decency and my abrasive personality. So, the usual stuff, you know? He did keep me in there forever, though. So tell me it was worth it. Tell me you found something good in that vent.
I found another message written in secret code.
What does it say?
Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan.
Michael? Who's that? Another husband?
I don't know. It's the first time I'm hearing of a Michael in this story.
Let me check the logbook. There's a Michael staying in room 507.
Mrs. Beaumont's room? But she doesn't have a husband. She's here alone with... Oh, Michael must be her son. I got him some extra blankets the other day so he could build a fort.
Oh.
Could Marcella?
Yes?
No, never mind. So, what's next?
I guess I should go have a look at 507, but it's not on my list. There's a do not disturb sign on the door.
Well, I could call the room to make sure no one's there.
Good idea.
Hang on. You've got the all clear, Bean. Head on over.
Thanks, Beth. I'll call you back.
Oh, okay, so that really was that. Oh, she closed the vent automatically. Okay. Codes upon codes. Just as that encoded letter promised, there was indeed a note left in the vent, written once again in code. I'm confident I'll be able to decipher this one too. I'm becoming quite the expert. Another secret message. Meet me tonight in my room. Michael will be sleeping. We need to discuss our plan. It's another code broken and another lead to follow. I was about to find a Michael in the logbook, just as I hoped. There was only one staying with us in the moment. Michael Beaumont, the son of Anne Beaumont, 507. Sheesh. These are adorable. Raymond. Enigmatic Raymond. Sorry, I just really like to get the alerts out of the way. I'm surprised no one ever catches us doing anything. Maybe it's a part of the... I don't know. Maybe it's like they're developing like a false sense of security. I probably shouldn't clean anything. So she knows that I haven't been here.
Looks like someone grew tired of looking at your face, Mr. Beaumont. He's all but outright threatening you. Oh, I hope you can stay as far away from him as possible.
I just met with your damn lawyer. You've got some balls to accuse me of all of that. As if you were let me start that over again. Ignore that. I just met with your damn lawyer. You've got some balls to accuse me of all that. As if you were so irreproachable yourself. You think I don't know where you spend your nights? But worst of all is that you won't let me see my son. You won't even tell me where he is. If you think you have a chance to get custody, you really don't know me well. I won't let you take Michael away from me. Probably if the dude see his son. I don't really agree with like being kind of weird. Do that shit. Well, at least she did take the thing off.
Mr. Cruz, huh?
Cruz. Dream.
Numbers, dates, times. What does it all mean?
1824. I don't know. Close. The winds and the leaves that day made a sound that sounded like really and the wind and the leaves that day made the trees whistle a soft melody that came to my ear. I remember every part of this day, for it was the day we met. Jesus, this is bad. I was looking for my cat when I heard the sound of leaves blowing in the wind like a melody in my ear on the summer day where I met you. She's really not a vibe for that.
That look in your eyes. What does it mean?
You don't need to know my
And who
name
is
if
this
you've
from?
seen me. I've recognized that look in your eyes when you checked in. You and I don't need to make a fuss out of this. You keep your wits about you, and I'll do the same.
Either a guest got a hold of our stationery, or this came from someone on the staff.
Yep. Interesting. Fascinating. Ooh, no. Pick up what?
Ah, that's so sweet. I didn't do much, but I'm glad it meant something to you.
Dear Sophie, thank you so much for taking care of our room every day and bringing us extra sheets. Michael and I wanted to give you a little something before we left. Sincerely. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, I used to do this when I was a kid too. Itty bitty little floats. Fastest way on rails through the Midwest. You are Midwestern.
So you were eager to set up a meeting, but, did Marcella send this?
I hope you're all well in spite of the circumstances. We've been on the train for 2 days now. It's a long ride, made even longer by the fact that I cannot wait to see you again. We were scheduled to arrive in Montreal on the eve of Valentine's Day. I booked room 5. The was sweet. When we arrive, please refrain from talking to me until we can figure out a safe way to see each other. Say hello to Michael for me. Beaumont, Clarington Hotel, 178, Beaumont Street. Keep battery out, battery chamber, not in use.
Oh, Michael. Adults can be so confusing. I promise it's not you.
Dad, I'm sorry, but Mom asked me not to tell you the name of our hotel. She allowed me to talk about our room, though. We have 2 little beds, a radio, and even a television. Mom let me build a fort, and the maid brought us extra blankets. She's really nice. The hotel is nice too, but I miss home. I wish Mom and you could be happy, and I wish everything could go back to the way it was before. But Mom says it's impossible. She says she no longer loves you. You think she'll ever stop loving me too? It's not your fault, kiddo. Not your fault. There's so many things I can read here. I don't know what that says. For you. To Anne Bursey. Subject: Michael's withdrawal from school. Dear Mrs. Bursey, we have successfully processed your request to withdraw your son, Michael Bursey, from his school schedule and system under the agreement that he will continue his education from home. Following this letter, you will receive the list of books and school materials you need to purchase in order to follow this curriculum from home. A social worker will be in touch to help you understand our milestones so that your son can benefit from our programs from the comfort of his home. Thank you for thinking of your son's education. Director Donald Barron. Or Byron, whatever.
Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time.
Yeah.
Funny how some games really
Okay, same
stand the
dialogue.
test of time.
Sorry.
Sounds like this is from your school days, but the name of the sender is smudged.
December 26, 1945. Dear Anne, you were right. I miss the snow already. So hot right now in Texas. It's quite a shock after the cool weather of Montreal. My family has never seen snow before, and I cannot find the words to tell them how beautiful it is. They don't understand what they are missing. I wish I could build my brothers a snowman like the one we built together a few years ago. I know it's childish, but I had not had that much fun in years. Christmas was exhausting. 9 days of eating, singing, dancing. It's great fun, but I'm glad it's over, so I can rest a little. Of course, celebrations will resume for New Year, but it gives me a few days to relax. How are things going with your family? I know you don't get along well, but I hope you're still able to have a good time. We'll leave for Montreal today. I cannot wait to be back. I miss finding black cat hairs all over my clothes. I miss our late night studying session at Harry's. I even miss Sister Miller's classes, if you can believe it. See you soon. Delicious. Such a nice letter. At Eve. Like Eve and Eve.
Bridget Boswell. Didn't I say that name somewhere earlier?
And they were roommates. Can she resist the ultimate temptation? Adam or Eve. A heartbreaking decision. Should Rose stay in a marriage that no longer makes her happy, or seek refuge in the arms of the woman who truly understands her? She has tasted the forbidden fruit years ago, and now she is all she can think of. But what will her family and society as a whole think of her if she turns to a life of sin? Should she be condemned for even entertaining the thought of leaving her husband, or pitied for having to make such a heartbreaking decision? Bridget Boswell is the prolific author behind novels such as And They Were Roommates and The Lonely Girl. Adam or Eve is her 7th novel. Seems like she makes some bangers, huh? Holy Bible.
So a husband can abuse his wife and just get away with it? And people like Linda still think divorce is wrong?
Shitty times. Shitty times for women. Richards and Carter, attorneys at law. Dear Anne, I have met with Louis, and Lewis, and he has asked me to give you the enclosed letter. I think I should reiterate that some of your accusations, such as wife abuse, are not grounds for divorce in Quebec. I understand you are hurt, but I do not think antagonizing your husband is very wise at this moment. Do not forget to be in court at 11 a.m. on the 20th. Be on time. Also, a friendly reminder that my fees for January need to be paid at the beginning of this month. I'm happy to help you out, but I cannot work pro bono on it. Sincerely. Should've gotten you a female lawyer. Oh, okay.
Locked. The key has to be around here somewhere.
2 keys for it. Okay, where would the key be? What's this? Greta. Dog. Tiny dog. Is this the key? Oh, no. Good one. Maybe I need to clean up. Change.
You know the drill, Sophie. Let's sweep and snoop.
Okay, I do have to clean. Okay, I'm thinking about this too much. I do this all the time. Should've just cleaned the first time. If she took the thing off the door, then she could be like, oh, well, it wasn't there, I didn't see it. Oh, the only oxen free. Oh. Oh. What's this?
A lovely shade of lipstick.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What is it? nicely enough. Pick that up. Can I pick that up too, or they won't let me do it? Leave behind. It's going through it. This is empty. Nope. I'm not gonna throw that away. I already checked all of these. So I just keep cleaning. Ooh. All for what? The key isn't gonna be here. What's this?
Aha!
Oh!
Keys are Snoop's best friend.
Oh, this is the... This is the necklace that was on Marcella's neck in the picture. There we go. Got up. Hopefully she won't come in while I'm doing this.
I'll need another key to unlock this. Haven't I seen one just like this somewhere?
Yes, we did, and it was on Marcella. Oh, which means it's probably going to be in room 509. Someone's going to be here, of course, because no one ever comes. Place these cups. Place this towel. Let's see if we can find Marcella. Marcella. He was in the bedroom. I figured this out.
Locked. It looks like the code is made up of 4 letters.
Oh, you know what? Is it in here? Okay. Leave with me. Okay, sorry, I was still saying. She just have her shit on her plate.
That key looks so familiar. Why do I associate it with room
Oh.
505?
It was the... No one's caught us doing anything. Like, none of these guests have come back for the day. And we've just been able to just basically fuck off and do it. Is this here before? I don't remember that being there. I think it was in here. No. That key. Creepy bedroom where you got pictures of me and I just left alone. There's a cup. Oh, right. It was in this photo.
Ah, there you are. With Marcella. God knows where she is.
Clarington Hotel reception desk, Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth.
Bean, I've been meaning to speak with you.
Oh, about what?
Well, a little birdie told me Mr. Morgan and Mr. Cruz had an argument yesterday evening.
Really? Who's your little birdie?
Jacques. Apparently it got so heated he had to get involved. And listen to this. It sounds like I was on the right track, 'cause he heard a particular word thrown around quite a lot. Wanna guess what it is?
Slap.
Affair?
Bingo.
Did Jack hear anything else?
From what he told me, it seemed like Mr. Cruz was accusing Mr. Morgan of having an affair with his wife. Wouldn't have expected Mrs. Cruz to fall for a man like Morgan, but I guess the heart wants what the heart wants.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain Mrs. Beaumont's involvement with Mrs. Cruz.
What do you mean?
I found a chest in room 507. I think it can only be opened by turning 2 keys at once. I found one of them in Mrs. Beaumont's things.
Oh, and the other one?
Well, I remembered seeing a similar key in one of Mr. Morgan's stocking pictures, so I went back to check. Mrs. Cruz wears it as a pendant. It looks identical to Mrs. Beaumont's key.
Wait, so Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz own identical keys that are both needed to open a mysterious chest? Yeah, there's definitely something going on here.
Maybe they're just good friends. Maybe they're just roommates. I think they're having an affair. Could be, yeah, because now that I think about it, the dude, Mr. Cruz, when we found that paper where he was like writing things or writing vows, he was talking about how he loves her, but he also wanted to have a family, but he didn't know how to like really bring it up. Maybe he like found out about that. I'll keep it innocuous for now.
Yeah, but the answers probably lie in that chest, and I don't think I'll be able to open it. I've looked around room 509. I would have seen the second key if it was there. Mrs. Cruz must have left with it this morning.
Yeah.
We were so close. I can't believe it all ends here.
We just
Well,
want the
hold
juicy
on.
gossip.
I may have an idea. Get me a candle and some plaster, and maybe I can do something about that pesky chest.
How?
I'll tell you later. Just find me those things, and I'll meet you in the basement as soon as I manage to leave my post.
All right. Thank you for not giving up.
Come on, you know I wouldn't let you down.
Okay, cool. Now let's close this bad boy. Got it. Thanks. I should. Oh, do I have the key on me still? That's this one. 507. Let's lock the key. Or is it in here? Okay, yeah, I still have the key. Well, it literally says it right there. And I'm not cleaning anything else. I'm good.
Plaster and candles. Well, half the hotel's under renovation. I should be able to find plaster somewhere around here.
Plaster and candle. Okay, whoa. Nice. Oh, yeah. Such a good name. Secret like Lesbo. Love. So good. Let the snooping commence. It was a bit of a mess in room 507, but nothing out of the ordinary for a mother and child staying for such a long period of time. Or should I start investigating? There's an open suitcase lying on the bed that immediately drew my attention, but there's lots of other things lying around too. A chest full of secrets. There's an ornate wooden chest sitting in the suitcase on Anne's bed. It's still beautiful. It reminds me of Grandma's jewelry box. The one she brought in Quebec City from a street vendor who chiseled all of his own wares. Something that beautiful must be holding something of value, right? If I can find a key, I can take a look for myself. Two keys are better than one. Keys, keys, keys. I don't think I've ever used so many in one day. Not content to open with one key. Not content to open with one key, the fussy chest requires two, which is a little daunting. But Anne wouldn't have brought the chest without both keys, right? I'll just have to look around. Should be easier now that I know what I'm looking for. It's designed like your everyday key, after all. Out of my reach. I had a feeling that I'd seen that peculiar kind of key before, and my feeling was right, sort of. I have seen it before, in a photograph. It's in that picture of the cruises in Mr. Morgan's safe. Marcella had the key around her neck while walking with Hector in the lobby. Chances are, she still has the key on her. She's now nowhere to be found. Sorry, and she's nowhere to be found for the moment. Feels like a dead end. Getting crafty. I have no idea why Beth thinks that we can open Aunt's chest with candles and plaster, but I was promised an explanation once I made my way to the basement with those two items. I'll just have to put my trust in her. The plaster shouldn't be too hard to find in a hotel that's undergoing renovations. I walk by bags of stuff every day. I'll start with that. See about getting some candles. Looks like renovations are happening. Oh, on this side? Wow. Let's just paint.
Great. This takes care of half of this little scavenger hunt. As for the candles, doesn't Rebecca keep some in her locker downstairs?
You know what? I know I whined about it being a bit too linear before. I actually appreciate the fact that they just tell me where it goes. Me big dum dum. Me big dum dum, me big stupid. Me big dumb stupid stinky. Big dum dum and big dum dum. Okay, I'll stop. Rebecca. Andrew. Anthony.
He's always been loyal. Is there anything you might have said or done to anger him?
What do you say? That I deserve this?
No, of course not. All I need to say is that maybe from his perspective, well, never mind. What are you going to do now?
Fired. What else? I don't know what on earth is going on here. Is it because of that goddamn snowstorm? Or was there something in the coffee?
What do you mean?
Well, the whole staff's completely off. Doc leaving luggage carts everywhere. Wendy asking for a day off. Beth. Oh, don't even get me started.
Didn't even know I could prevent that.
Oh, and that
You
lady.
know what?
What's her name? Sylvie? I never noticed how odd she is.
Sophie, you mean? I like her. She's a good girl.
You know what? I should call the city. Tell them they don't need to build that new attic.
Whatever, dude. Wow. Boo boo bee boo. Here we go. I forgot what I was even looking for, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Candles. That's what I was looking for. What's this? VIP guest in room 602 is getting on my nerves. He keeps ordering food that's not on the menu. We don't usually do special orders, but Bernard was adamant that we make all of his wishes come true. Do I look like a goddamn genie? It's not even the worst of it, though. Every night he barges into the kitchen as if he was at home, asking for meat for his precious little terriers. He feeds the dogs $4 roast beef. I can't even afford $4 roast beef myself, Bobby.
So you do have a stash of candles. But where is it?
Rebecca, the kitchen is out of power again, and I can barely see a thing. Bernard wants us to continue working, but I'm not risking chopping off my fingers for that blowhard. Didn't you start hoarding candles since the last power outage? I remember you saying you never want to be caught in the dark basement again. Where's your stash? It's urgent. Please. Let's just close that. You know, I should start reading these sooner. I handle it. The plaster that Beth requested. But that just leaves the candle. Becca is always super prepared and terrified of the dark. If I recall correctly, she keeps a stash of candles somewhere in the hotel. If I want to find them, I think my first stop should be the basement, where she spends most of her time. Spends a lot of time in the basement.
Maybe Bobby took some candles from Rebecca already.
Talking. Oh, the break room's open. Holding the lab all week, sipping that pure codeine. Okay. I'm gonna talk about tweet.
Wendy, where are you going? What do you want? Are you here to apologize? Apologize? I'm not the one who should be apologizing.
You're such an idiot. I can't believe that I fell in love with you.
Wait, what? I want my mother's ring back.
There. I don't want
Both of you. This is awkward. Just gonna walk away. Whoever keeps stealing my lunch, I want my Tupperwares back. Houston. Nice. I mean, it's cool that they let me in here, but... Oh, this is different. Does your personal hygiene worry you? Are those worries bothering your husband? Stop worrying and save your marriage with ice oil. Ice oil is an indispensable aid to marriage hygiene. Millions of women use it regularly to safeguard their beauty and avoid undesirable surprises. It's penetrative and effective, even in the presence of organic matter. Begin to use lice oil today, so you can stop worrying about your hygiene and focus on more important things, such as pleasing your hardworking husband. These ads fucking suck, dude. Lice oil has been endorsed for more than 60 years by scientists, medical professionals, and many other men who have women's hygiene at heart. Lice oil is a corporation. Oh, it's just the back of the... Okay.
I'm not sure how the children are affected by what goes on at a bar on a Friday night. But I'm no lieutenant, so... Wouldn't be surprised if everyone's a little bit more on edge today. Bad weather has a way of doing that. This is horrible. I don't think I'll ever understand what pushes people to go so far as killing. Ah, my new home, according to Suzanne and Yvette.
Sophie is so pleasant. She's just goddamn it. Dude, how do I get to the basement? Laundry room?
Oh, right. My keys are still in the break room.
Oh, that's why the break room's open. Can I close this? Oh. But you realize it's the person with the lowest score who wins, right? I don't even know what this is, I'm gonna be real with you. Excuse me. Oh, huh. To all employees, it has come to my attention that several guests have complained about a member of our staff going through their belongings in their absence. This has to stop now. Anyone with information regarding the situation should come to my office as soon as possible. The person behind is swiftly identified and reprimanded. Should no one come forward within a week, punitive measures will be taken against all of you. Thank you. Your hotel manager. Where are my keys, dude? Utensils. Blah, blah, blah. Oh.
Gotta hold on to these tight.
Yeah.
This is probably
Oh,
Beth's
nice.
latest project. It's really cool how she has an eye for this kind of thing.
These are really good.
I don't always get fashion, but these are fun to look at. When half the pages haven't been cut out.
Nice. No, I already saw this before. Will she say anything about this one?
Don't worry, Gossiper. I'm coming back to you. I still haven't learned all of Gracie Jones' secrets.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard there's a famous movie director staying in 602? Jay. Yes, I was there when we checked in. I don't know who he is, but he must be pretty important because Bernard was almost licking his boots. Even let the man bring his dogs to the hotel. Is he shooting a picture in Montreal? Jay. I've heard he's here on a scout, but I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he's making a picture on Boy Scouts. Jay. You think he'll shoot in the hotel? Why? I hope he does. Imagine. I could meet famous actors like James Dean. Jay. Let's hope the director has supernatural powers, because Dean is very much dead. Why? James Dean is dead. Ciao. Oh, we're back to the book club thing. Place is a good room, huh? Why did this music play? Becca, the washing machines are not broken. The problem comes from the pipes. They're completely frozen. It's only a matter of time before they burst and flood the entire basement. I warned Bernard about this issue last winter, but of course he only cares about renovating the parts of the hotel. Guests can see. Behind that nice facade, everything is crumbling. I'll see what I can do, but it's not maintenance we need. It's a freaking miracle. Eugene. I wish I could go back in time and save Eugene. Notes. Let's make this. Okay, lipstick. Loose change, business card. What are these? Oh, these expenses for hotel. Though I don't know what the numbers on the left mean. Could just be stupid.
Ooh, is this a movie script?
Change title, not catchy enough. In a northwesterly direction, screenplay by E.L. Needs more murders. Add killer tornado. Why cut the scene inside the nose? Best part of the script. 1958. See if James Stewart is available. Could be, yeah. Oh, we can open these. Feel about that. There is no such thing as too much freedom, you know. No. I doubt I have to open anything for it. Well, I'm looking for candles too, right? Baby, baby. Ooh. Oh man, this is like the best part of this game, dude. There's a
Got a
candle.
candle. Now, what next?
Well, next we're gonna check this door, of course. Well, I was thinking I would have to pick that door. Yeah, let's check this. Trust the process. I've got a bag of plaster and one of Rebecca's candles. I can only imagine the hell Bernard would give me if he caught me walking around with these items. It's hard enough to explain the screwdriver. To figure out how exactly these are going to help me put the chest. It all makes sense soon. So, literally just gonna make up
Let's
throughout
see
me.
if Beth is around.
There you are.
I'm not sure I understand what the plan is here.
Well, when I was little, we had padlocks on many of the farm's sheds. My dad would always lose the keys, so one day he made a mold of them using wax and plaster. I was thinking of doing the same.
Are you sure it's gonna work?
Absolutely not. But hey, I guess we won't know until we try.
Yeah, you're right.
So let's do this.
I like you, Beth.
Okay.
You don't know, but you're
To
willing.
start, we need to pour the wax from the pot.
Okay. That was kind of weird.
Have you done this before? You're a real pro.
Thanks.
Now, time to put the key into the wax. Let's give it a few seconds, so the mold really takes form.
Okay.
Okay, I think you can remove it. Well, we're almost there. Just pour the cup of plaster into the mold. All right. Now we wait for it to dry.
How long do you think it's gonna take?
I don't know. I guess we'll keep poking it every now and then.
I bet you didn't think you'd be making a plaster key today, huh?
I like the snootiest of
Indeed.
snoopers.
But I like it. It's rare that this job allows me to use my creative side.
Your creative side.
Well, granted, this key won't end up in any museum, but I enjoy the occasional artistic endeavor.
Like drawing?
Oh, God, no. I once drew a dress that everyone mistook for a birthday hat. I never drew again after that. What about you? Haven't I seen you drawing in that journal of yours?
Yeah, I doodle a little.
Hey, you should show me one day. I'd love to see your art.
Okay, but promise not to laugh.
What? I never, ever do that. I know I make fun of pretty much everything, but not people's art. That's their soul. I'm sure it's beautiful.
Thanks.
What do you like to draw anyway?
It's kind of silly, but I've started working on this little comic in which I imagine my life as a celebrity.
A celebrity?
Yeah. I've always found the lives of famous people so fascinating, you know? And I kind of envy them sometimes. All the drama, the excitement.
Yeah, because we're really lacking in drama and excitement today.
Well, today's the exception.
I'm sure there's something else in your life that excites you.
Well, I do like sailing.
Excuse me? You sail? On a boat?
I used to, with my grandpa. But when he died, we had to sell the boat to pay off his debts.
Oh, that's too bad. I would have loved to go with you.
I don't think Andrew's going to be playing a part anymore. I'm going for it.
Maybe it'd be possible to borrow a boat for a day. I think one of Grandpa's friends still has his.
Really? That would be great. I just love trying new things.
I'll see what I can
Try
do.
new things. Like me. Giggity giggity
Hey,
giggity.
look. I think it's dry.
I can't believe it worked. I could not have done this without you.
Yeah, probably not. Well, I should get back upstairs before Bernard notices my absence, if he hasn't already. Let me know how it goes with the key. Oh, and be careful while turning it, okay? You wouldn't want it to break inside the lock.
Yeah, I'll be careful. Thank you for everything.
No problem.
Should throw this away. Get rid of the evidence. You wanna know? Oh, we're in the break room. Yeah. Double the keys, double the fun. I forgot the candle. I met up with Beth in the break room. The plan was finally unveiled. Mix plaster and wax and use the key I found in 507 to create a double. I never would have thought of this on my own, that's for sure. While waiting for the double to solidify, I got a chance to talk about some more. The downtime gave us a chance to talk about something other than the day weirdness. Of course, now I have to go test our handiwork. Back to Anne's room.
I've got 2 keys. Now, let's test them out.
I wonder if like I can actually break it inside of the thing on purpose. It's interesting how they keep showing me getting into the elevator and doing stuff in these odd. Like I wonder if somebody's like following us, but I guess that probably makes sense. Especially not in the locker like that. But I cannot believe. I can't get over that there's like no one here, dude. Literally, this whole floor has been just. Well, I guess they were here, but they left. Let's use that. Oh. Do that. My superpowers allow me to do this. Wait, there's no safe in this one. Huh. I'm probably overthinking things again, let's be real.
Be careful, Sophie. You don't want this key to break.
Snooping to the max, dude. We need to get a life.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Really take you back. The first one, take the first 2. And the last one, take the last 2. I will have to think about that later. Did she take it? I hope you get better. Try and rest today. I will bring you hot soup after class. They were roommates.
Huh. Marcella invited you to the movies. Let me guess. You said yes.
The Postman Always Rings Twice is playing at Leo's Theater tonight. It's based on a novel I read a while back. I'm sure you will love it, seeing as you like crime stories and murder so much. Nothing creepy about that. Would you come with me? Okay. I can barely listen to Sister Miller's lecture today. All I do is look at your lips and imagine kissing you. Can't wait for tonight. Ooh. The date we're doing? Why did they let me enter selection? I can't. Oh. Okay, let me read it first. August 11th, 1946. Dear Anne, I've just heard Doris Day on the radio, and it made me think of you. I know how much you love Sentimental Journey, counting every mile of railroad. That takes me back. Last time I was in Texas, it felt like coming home. Now, strangely, I feel away from home. I wish you were here with me. I just feel at home in your arms. I believe it's been 5 weeks since we last saw each other. Sometimes I wonder if I might go crazy. You're always in my head. Everything reminds me of you. These songs on the radio, but silly things like flowers in our garden and the smell of your shampoo. People say the word darling. can hear you say it with your lovely French accent. Darling. My family seems to have noticed my odd behavior. Of course, I can't tell them about you. Even though I wish I could. I feel like climbing on the roof of the tallest building in Austin and shouting my feelings for you at the top of my lungs. God, I sound like a giddy teenager in love for the very first time. Maybe I am. Sometimes I'm scared that all of this time with you was nothing but a dream too good to be true. I'm afraid that when I return to Montreal, I will realize you never existed. Or if you do exist, you don't remember me. I wish I had a picture of the two of us, so I would know for sure it was real. I long for your embrace and the taste of your sweet. I love you. Yeah. You're so in love, nerd. Get a room. I'm just jealous, honestly. Why can I not select anything? What's the point? It's telling me to.
Doris Day. That's an alliteration, isn't it? Doris. I-S.
Oh, for the puzzle, I see. Anything else? Oh. December 29th, 1947. Dear Anne, I'm sorry it took me so long to answer your last letter. It's been 6 months already since I left Montreal. You always say, Tim specificity, I don't know how to say that. I'm sorry for confusion. My parents are glad I'm done with my studies. They always thought it was a strange idea for me to go to university. Now they want me to find a husband and have children like any other woman. I think I will. The past few months, I had a lot of time to reflect on our relationship. You know my feelings for you, and I hope you never forget how much I love you. We cannot hide our heads in the sand any longer. We're lucky our story lasted as long as it did. Foolish to think it will last forever. Our love is forbidden, and hiding it from my family is proving more and more difficult every day. You will always have a special place in my heart, but I believe it's time for us to go our separate ways. You made me feel like a teenager. You made everything but the present disappear. Now I need to be an adult and think about the future. Sincerely, yeah. Bad. Okay. Put letters back. Close this. No. And I need to take the keys away. Past, present, and future. The two keys, the letters back and forth, and all the shared memories neatly preserved for more than a decade. Marcella were in love. There's no doubt about it. But then Marcella broke things off, feeling the burden of their secret and society. She felt that if they parted ways and hid all of this under lock and key, she could have a normal life. Now, Anne and Marcella are both here at the Clarington over a decade later in adjacent rooms. I don't think their story is over just yet. It's true. According to one of the letters in the chest, Anne bought Marcella something with a 4-letter key to open. Could that be the case I found on Marcella's bed in 519? I need to figure out 2 5-letter words, both related to Anne and Marcella's past. Unlike my favorite bar, this one is black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. I am too stupid to figure. Can I just inspect it and then close these or something? Oh, there we go. Close it. Can still open it. Okay. No. Why did she? Okay, there we go. I guess I'll just leave
That
this.
riddle's a toughie. Maybe I need a fresh pair of eyes on it.
Fresh pair of eyes. Get out of here. Wait, how do I do my stuff again? Oh, right, clues. Nice.
I should wait till I have more to report before calling Beth.
You said a fresh pair of eyes on it. Who do you want me to go talk to? Andrew? Two five-letter words are the key, both related to our history. Let's try to read this again. Leo is a, sorry, low. Low is a four-letter one. It might be that. Let's try. Oh, there's no W. Let's try the information. I'm not smart enough for this. Free ticket to Malaysia. Crazy, always overhead. Measure view, no additional radio with the solid to the flower. People said the word darling, son or family. Dream. Trials. Distant. Quebec City. 3. Really don't. It wouldn't be like city or anything like that. So, is there a C here? Well, we can only start from these. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna think about this one. Just realized I don't know what alliterative means. Alliteration, the occurrence of the same letter beginning of adjacent or closely connected words. She said SI from today. Stay sweet. You back. The first. Two. Last one to the last two. He also said,
There's no shame in asking for help, Sophie. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when dealing with riddles.
alright, who am I calling? Am I not calling Beth?
I should wait till I have more to report before calling Beth.
Okay, so don't call Beth. I'm not intelligent enough for that. Let's boogie. I guess we'll go downstairs. I can't go downstairs? Okay. That you said not to call Beth, but is it just because I'm in the wrong room? Yeah, it was.
Clarington Hotel reception desk. Beth speaking.
Hey, Beth. Got a minute?
For you, always Bean.
I opened the chest in room 507.
You did? Damn, I have to admit I didn't really believe in our little plaster key, but way to go.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised as well. It's quite sturdy.
So, spill it. What's in the chest?
A riddle.
A riddle?
I think it was written by Mrs. Beaumont for Mrs. Cruz. And I think the answer will give me the combination for a case I found in room 509. I could use your help with it, though.
Oh, God, I hate riddles. Well, let's hear it.
I
Which
want to be
part
good
is
at
causing
riddles.
you
I
trouble?
hate riddles because I'm bad at them.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Do you know what this could mean?
You said Mrs. Beaumont wrote the riddle, right?
Yeah, but I have no idea what her favorite bar is.
I think I do.
Really? How?
That's a story for another time. But if I had to bet, I'd put my money on the white cat.
The white cat.
Okay.
I'm not sure I get it.
Well, if I'm right about the white cat, then we're looking for...
A black cat.
Yep. Why don't you look around to see if there's any mention of a black cat in Mrs. Beaumont's stuff?
Okay, I will. You're not too bad at riddles, you know?
I never said I was bad at them, just that I hate them.
Oh, I hate them because I'm
Is
bad at
there
them.
anything else?
Here's another one. Her alliterative name will surely take you back.
Alliterative what now? Andrew, you're a nerd. What's alliterative?
Hey, just because I read books doesn't mean I know everything.
Uh-huh.
Just cough it up,
Okay,
nerd.
okay. It's a series of words that start with the same sound or letters.
Thank you, darling. Did you get that, Bean?
Yeah, I did. But that could mean a lot of things. I'm not sure where to look.
Yeah, me neither.
Tell her to look for a name and surname that both start with the same letter. Maybe it's someone famous, like a writer or a singer.
Huh. You got that?
Yes. Thank him for me.
Will do. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thank you.
Don't mention it. I'm just glad I could be of some help. Call
Thank
me
you, Beth.
after
You're the
open
best.
that case.
You know I will.
Very cool. Looking that Andrew is, as Beth would say, a total nerd, he explained that for a phrase to be alliterative, the first letter of each word has to be the same. So we need to find a name of a woman whose first and last name starts with the same letter. Beth was able to help with the first hint. Thank goodness she knows about the city's nightlife, because don't even know where to start. She suggested Anne's favorite bar might be pink. So we need to find something that is the opposite, a black cat.
Unlike my favorite bar, this one was black. Her alliterative name will surely take you back. These two sure love their riddles. Funny how some games really stand the test of time. I used to play this with Mom all the time.
This has a cat on it. Oh my god. It was right here. I hate myself. Is she not gonna say anything about this? I need to learn to just look around some more. I'm so upset at myself. A little patient. Pity pot sugar frosted pops. Here and pop. That's actually really cool. Free yo-yo inside. This is cute. Oh. Was this a cat instead?
A cat named Greta. GR.
I see.
So GR from Greta and IS from Doris. Greek? Could that be the code for the case on the bed in 509?
Gotta
It's
be.
worth a try.
Dude, we're actually pretty smart. We like totally solved that on our own. No big deal. How we can figure that out? Oh my god. Yeah, I solved Anne's riddle.
That novelist, Bridget Boswell, is actually you, Marcella?
That's pretty sick. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look. February 4th, 1956. Dear Marcella, or should I say, Brigitte. You know, I prefer a good old crime story, but last week I came up with a romance novel with an intriguing title, and they were roommates. I bought it on an impulse at a train station and read it from cover to cover until during the journey. Can you imagine my surprise when I recognized our story? You may have changed the names and locations, but all of our moments are there. Our endless discussions in the dorm room, first date at the theater, our trip to Quebec City. You that writers are thieves, but I never fully understood until now. It has been almost 10 years since I received your last letter, the letter that painted our relationship as nothing more than a summer flame. At first, I cannot believe you had written those words. Then, I waited in vain for your answer, and had to accept your love for me had never been real. For many years, I was broken-hearted, angry, confused. I questioned the nature of our feelings, of our attraction, and made many wrong decisions. But this book, book. Am I foolish to think it's proof you really loved me? In any case, I hope you're well, and I am happy to see you accomplished your dream of becoming a writer. I don't know how to say that. Very sincere.
Oh, Anne. Murder might be a bit much, but you deserve some kind of justice.
It was February 4th, March. Okay. March 25th, 1956. Dear Marcella, I didn't expect you to reply to my letter, but I am happy to see I was wrong. Your words have comforted me at a time of great distress. Only Lewis was half the man you say Hector is. He has quite a temper and hits me frequently. I am willing to put up with it as long as he doesn't hurt Michael. But there are some days when it becomes almost unbearable. The other day I dreamt of our first date. We were watching The Postman Only Rings Twice again, but suddenly we were in the movie. You were Lana Turner, and I was John Garfield, and we were both plotting to kill my husband. I hate to admit it, but I almost hope it was premonitory. To answer your question, I do still have our box. My brother is currently in Atlanta for work, and I was thinking of going to see him with Michael next month. If you're able to meet me there, we could open the box together and laugh at the silly things we thought important all those years ago. To hear from you soon. Trade Sinceramente. A. Yes. You remember that secret language we invented so Sister Miller couldn't understand the notes we passed her in class? It's secret language. I still do.
I do like a happy ending. I just hope that's where your story is headed.
August 10th, 1957. Dear Marcella, thank you for sending me a signed version of your latest novel. I think it's your greatest work yet, but I do have a few comments to help make the next one even better. First, I believe Rose should be more concerned with what she deserves than what her husband deserves. He may not deserve the pain she will cause by leaving him, but they both deserve to be happy, and they won't be as long as they remain together, as long as she doesn't listen to her own needs. Also, I think it would be great if your next novel ended on a more positive note. Imagine if Rose left her husband and rode into the sunset with Eve. Imagine if they went to New York or Los Angeles, some place where people like us are tolerated. Imagine if they got to have their happy ending. It would be the best story ever. I hope you will consider it. That ending again. A. P.S. I know you say invisibility protects us, but don't you just wish to be seen sometimes? Wouldn't you like people to know you are Bridget Boswell? To recognize you on the street, to recognize you for your work? What was your next novel under your own name?
Oh, so you came to Montreal under the pretense of celebrating your wedding anniversary, but all along, you meant to reunite with Anne.
January 13th, 1958. Dear Marcella, I left the house. I left Lewis. I couldn't take it anymore. I couldn't lie anymore. How do you do it? How do you manage to live a double life, to hide your work and your novels from your husband? It's so much less to hide, and yet... Michael and I are staying at the Clarendon Hotel until we find a place to stay. The divorce is done. I don't know how long it will take. Could you come and see me in Montreal? I really need you by my side right now. Sincerely, A. P.S. I wouldn't put it past Lewis to scour every hotel guest book in the region looking for me under his surname, so I registered another name.
After all this, turns out you're a fan of Bridget? Of Marcella? That's a lot sweeter than I expected.
September 27th, 1957. Dear Marcella, although you don't know me, I think I can safely say I'm your biggest fan. Your novels have literally changed my life. After the war, I spent almost 10 years in a psychiatric hospital because of panic attacks. The treatments weren't working, and I wasn't getting any better. I became friends with one of the nurses, who started lending me books so I could pass the time. I didn't really like the first ones, but then I picked up Bridget Boswell's first novel, Your Novel. I'd never read such a beautiful love story. It almost brought tears to my eyes. I immediately urged the nurse to give me more of your books. Believe it or not, the more I read them, the less panic attacks I had. The doctors thought it was their new medication finally working, but I knew the truth. Your novels gave me the courage to get in contact with Lindsay, a friend from the war. I had always felt for him the same way your characters feel for each other, but I had never dared to tell him. Now I have, thanks to you. The thought of seeing him again is what motivated me to get better. I hope to hear back from him soon. After my discharge, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for me. I discovered Bridget was a pseudonym, so tracking you down took longer than I thought, fortunately. Very patient, resourceful man. Never give up. I think we can meet. I have so much more to tell you.
I'm glad you were able to open up to Marcella like this. Everyone needs someone to talk to.
November 8th, 1957. Dear Marcella, thank you for answering my letter. I realize now how unsettling it must have been for you. Please forgive me for tricking your editor into giving your address. I know I shouldn't have done that. I wanted to thank you as well for your encouraging words concerning Lindsay. I still haven't heard from him. I'm starting to fear I might have the wrong address. I wish I could take a train to Virginia, but that's not an option right now. I can barely pay the rent, so I'll have to find a job. As a kid, I dreamt of being an actor, a Hollywood star. I know it's a foolish dream, but what else can I do? What am I good at? I've tried getting some odd jobs already, but employees turn me down as soon as they learn where I've spent the last 10 years of my life. If it continues like this, I'll probably end up on the street like so many of my army buddies. Why am I even telling you this? You're reading your books and getting to know me through them. Tend to forget I'm only a stranger to you. I hope you don't mind. You seem to be a good listener, and I've been feeling rather lonely ever since I left the hospital. Anyway, please tell me more about your life, and do not hesitate to write long letters. I must have read your previous one 1,000 times already. Paul.
An advance on my salary. So Marcella hired you. But what for?
December 5th, 1957. Dear Marcella, I just received a letter from Lindsay's mother. She tells me he's dead. Words cannot even begin to describe how empty I feel. He died 2 years ago, before I even sent my first letter. You will never know my feelings for him, and I will never know if he could have loved me back. I guess I should have known this would end in pain, just like your novels. I wish I had Lindsay's ability to find beauty everywhere, even during the war, amidst the death and chaos. He would marvel at the forests of Germany, at the sun, birds. He loved birds so much, he could identify them just by listening to their song. I have to admit, your proposition took me by surprise. I was hesitant to leave home at first. I was afraid to miss Lindsay's answer. But now there's nothing keeping me here. I'm desperate for anything that will help me forget the pain. I don't have enough money to make it to Texas. You think you could give me an advance on my salary? In spite of everything, I'm really excited to know I'll finally meet you. So Lindsay was a dude. Very good choice to pick a name like that. The trick is. Good job, game. Good job, Daves. But also, she hired him, and he's got pictures of us. Does that mean that? We'll save it. Let's put them back. Throw away. Just exit.
So, let me get this straight. Mrs. Beaumont and Mrs. Cruz are some kind of star-crossed lovers?
Seems like it, yeah. But I'm not sure whether they chose to meet here just to reconnect for a few days, or if there's something more to it.
Well, I may be able to help with that.
Really? How?
Oh, some mail arrived earlier for Mrs. Beaumont.
I wonder what's in it.
We could open it.
I mean, that's kinda illegal.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Well, too late. I've always known I would end up in prison one day.
Real one?
So?
It's 3 train tickets. And, there's a tourism pamphlet for California.
California.
Well, it makes sense. It's much more progressive there than it is here.
So, Anna and Marcella want to go there to live their love freely.
Anne and Marcella, huh? You 3 are best pals now?
Well, after reading so much of their correspondence, I kind of feel like I know them, you know?
Kind of breaking a lot
Yeah.
of rules here.
But what about Mr. Morgan, though? I mean, Paul. How does he fit into all of this?
Turns out he's a big fan of Marcella.
Is she a celebrity or something?
Remember that Pulp Fiction I found in Paul's room? Well, she wrote it under a pseudonym. I think her books gave Paul a chance to get out of his own head while he was staying in a psychiatric hospital.
Huh, I see. He's still kind of a creep, though. Couldn't he have stuck to fan mail? Stalking her like that? That's going too far. And why did he have those pictures of you, anyway?
I guess we'll never know for sure, but I don't think it was ever about me.
It's always been about Anne and Marcella.
Exactly.
Well, it feels a tad anticlimactic, but who needs drama, right?
At least it made our day pretty interesting.
It sure did. You know, after today, I think I get why you're so interested in the lives our guests lead. I try to forget they exist as soon as I'm done interacting with them. But once in a while, it's nice to remember that, well, even the most put-together person could be an absolute mess on the other side of the door.
You're right.
Oh, I should have flirted. Oh,
Everyone likes to put on a show, but none of us are actually perfect.
Yeah, it's a comforting thought. I knew you'd get it, Bean. Come see me when your shift ends, alright? We could leave together if you want.
Sure. If we're able to. With all that snow, I'm thinking maybe we'll have no choice but to spend the night here.
giggity, giggity, giggity.
Ooh, a sleepover. We could set up a pillow fort on the mezzanine.
A pillow fort? We do work in a hotel, you know. There are actual beds here.
I
Forts are
know,
fun,
but isn't
dude.
my way so much more fun?
Yeah,
Well,
Beth gets
We
it. I'm Beth.
could take a page out of Michael's book and decorate it, and then spend the night throwing stuff at Bernard whenever he comes through the lobby.
Oh, now you're talking.
I just have to finish my tasks for the day, and then I can leave.
Okay. First, let's close this because Jesus Christ. Can I not turn the thing? I kind of want to. What? All's well that ends well? After looking inside Marcella's typewriter case, I think everything's falling into place. There are a few lingering questions, but I think this is as far as the story goes for now. Anne and Marcella arranged to be here at the same time so that they could rekindle the relationship they started when they were in college. I really feel for them after spending the day learning their story. I hope that's a happy ending. It has a happy ending. So what? I guess that's for the day, or just like cleaning. And no one's here yet. Okay. What is that? Uh-oh.
Mr. Cruz?
Yep.
Mr. Cruz. Oh God. Oh God. What happened?
Ooh. You know what? We're gonna be so nosy.
Is this about Paul? Does that mean...
February 16th, 1958. Thank you for reporting a guest's unacceptable behavior. We will look into it as soon as possible. However, I regret to inform you that we cannot divulge a guest's personal information, regardless of that guest's behavior. As I am sure you will understand, we are very concerned about our guest's privacy, and our staff prides itself on its discretion. Please contact us should that guest bother you again. Sincerely, yours sincerely. Dude. Up there.
Mr. Cruz's life insurance policy. Why did he have this on him? Marcella? Okay, let's not jump to conclusions.
Sure, it is kind of looking like that, dude. What it's looking like is like, they plan to kill him to get the insurance policy and jump to California with the 3 tickets with Michael. That's not super great. Commencement. Jesus, that was 10 days ago. So you open an insurance policy for $10,000 10 days ago. Maybe we should jump to conclusion. We should go back. Hey, no. Well, I guess this is as good a time as any to stop. Anyway, save here. Do I have my save from before? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I started this forever ago. Jesus. Alright, and that is going to be it for today. For this game, at least. And thanks for watching. Okay. See you later. Bye.